Good morning, everybody. This is Are You Ready For It? Today's November 25th, 2024, 4:04 a.m. Central Time. Been up all night, can't lay down, threw my back out, waiting to see a chiropractor, can't wait, been a long night, don't have much to do, saw this article come across my phone, thought it was hilarious and quite disturbing. State Department holds a cry session after Trump's win. Yeah, no shit, and they actually held a secondary thing, too. Blinken questioned for State Department hosting in-house therapy sessions after Trump win. Issa is the Republican from California. Apparently, a letter comes from a Free Beacon report earlier this month that detailed 2 alleged therapy sessions that were held at the State Department after Trump's victory, with sources telling the outlet that one such instance amounted to an information, quote, cry session, end quote. Issa wrote to Blinken last week, quote, I am concerned that the department is catering to federal employees who are personally devastated by the normal functioning of American democracy through the provision of government-funded mental health counseling because Kamala Harris was not elected president of the United States. And that says, end quote. In another instance, an email went out to the agency employees and touted a separate, quote, insightful webinar where we devolve into effective stress management techniques to help you navigate these challenging times, end quote. I can't believe this is happening. In the letter that Issa wrote to Blinken, he said the sessions were disturbing and the nonpartisan government officials should not be suffering a personal meltdown over a result of a free and fair election. The email that was sent out in the State Department also said, change is, quote, change is a constant in our lives, but it can often bring stress and uncertainty. Join us for an insightful webinar where we devolve into the effective stress management techniques to help you navigate these challenging times. This session will provide tips and practical strategies for managing stress and well-being and maintaining your well-being, end quote. So sad. Says Issa also raised fears that sessions could call into question the willingness of the State Department employees to carry out Trump's new vision for the agency. Yeah, no shit. The Republican lawmaker did acknowledge that the mental health of the agency's employees was important, but he questioned the use of taxpayer dollars to counsel those upset about the election, demanding answers on how many sessions have been conducted, how many more are planned, and how much the sessions are costing the department. And then it says this is what he finished with in his letter. Quote, the mere fact the department is hosting these sessions raises significant questions about willingness of its personnel to implement the lawful policies, priorities that the American people elected President Trump to pursue and implement. The Trump administration has a mandate. Side note, I am really sick of hearing the fucking term mandate coming out of everybody's fucking mouth. Political pundits, politicians, news people, I mean, it's really getting absurd. We've updated your Norton Utilities Ultimate. That's nice. Anyway, moving on. The Trump administration has a mandate for a wholesale change in foreign policy arena, and if the Foreign Service officers cannot follow through on the American people's preferences, they should resign and seek a political appointment in the next Democrat administration. End quote. The State Department did not immediately respond to a Fox News digital request for comment. This is just literally fucking sad. I don't understand why anyone, whether you're in the government or not, any fucking person walking the earth in the United States of America, I could see other people having a hissy fit around the world, but if you are in the United States of America walking on this land, in this country, whether you're a citizen or not, for that matter, well, maybe if you're an illegal, you might be a little worried, why you're having a goddamn meltdown that Trump won. I really don't get it. And to be honest with you, these meltdowns that are going on online and these women shaving their heads and divorcing their fucking husbands and, you know, abstaining from sex, it's like, bitch, like, nobody wants to fuck you anyway. Got news for you. Like, as soon as you open your mouth and start speaking, they're not going to want to touch you. But most of these assholes that are shaving their heads and talking trash and shit look like goddamn pigs. And it doesn't help that you have a fucking cow ring in your goddamn nose. What is with that? What is with liberal retards and nose rings anymore? Doesn't make sense. They're not cute ones that are just on one side. They're like those bull nose rings or whatever the fuck they're called. They look ridiculous. Nobody wants to fuck you. Nobody wants to fuck you. Okay? And if you are divorcing your husband over an election, God, how have you been married this long? It's unbelievable. Beside the point, I don't understand how people are having a hissy fit that Trump won. I really don't. Like, what is the big fucking deal? He was in office for 4 years. We know what we're going to be getting. Hopefully a little more structured than the first one, because there was a lot of drama in his cabinet and stuff. But it didn't help. The Democrats were going after him, helping that drama. But beside the point, we were, as Americans, as a citizen, we were totally fine. We were doing very well under Trump. Very well. Like, what the fuck are you guys complaining about? Lower prices, cheaper gas, stock going up? Like, what are you complaining about? Seriously, what the fuck are you complaining about other than the orange man made it into the Oval Office and the shit stains are out? I don't understand. This is Are You Ready For It? Take care, guys. Have a great day.